Hi guys. So today for math, we're going to do some puzzles with numbers. And if you've ever been to the fair, have you ever seen one of these towers and they hit a mallet on this bottom part and it sends this piece of metal flying up, and if it hits the buzzer at the top, you win like the big prize? That is what we're going to work on today. And we're going to use these riddles to try to earn points. So every time we come up with a number, we can earn an extra point. And the goal is going to be to try to break the buzzer. Okay? So if we take a look, it says, how tough is your math muscle? Find out on the math muscle buzzer. List your answers to each of the questions, then shade one box on the math muscle buzzer for every number you made. A score of 30 is awesome. So if we can get 30 numbers, that's awesome. If you can get beyond that, you're going to break the buzzer, okay? So that's the goal. We're going to do a little bit together, okay? The thing that is really important is that you can use each digit only once in the same number, okay? So keep that in mind, and you'll see what I mean when we get started. Okay, for number one, use the digits 1, 3, 6, and 9. Write all the numbers you can that round to 300 when rounded to the nearest hundred. Okay, so here are the digits, 1, 3, 6, and 9. Can you think of a number that would be rounded to the nearest, would be rounded to 300 when rounded to the nearest hundred? So let's say if I came up with 136. Would that number work? No, because 136 rounded to the nearest hundred would be rounded to 100, not 300. All right, what if I did 316? Would that work? Yes, 316 would be rounded to the nearest hundred. So on this line, you're going to write 316 and you're going to color in one little box. You've got 1 point. All right, let's see. What if I did 361? Does that round to the 300? No, that rounds to 400. All right, what? Can you think of another one? 391. No, that rounds to 400. Right, how about 319? Does that work? Yes, that rounds to 300. You can't use a digit more than once, so that's why I only have a post-it note once for each digit. In the class, a lot of your friends were trying to say like 313, but we can't use the threes twice. So I was telling them that the best strategy would be if you use post-it notes and you just move them around, just like we're doing right here together. Okay, so there's only 2 numbers that I can make, because I can't start any number with a 1 in the hundreds place, because that won't round to 300. I can't start any number with a 9, because that won't round to 300, or with a 6. So the only number that can be in the hundreds place would be a 3. And then we know we can't have 9 or 6 in the tens place, because that would round up. So we have to have a 1 in the tens place. So we only have 2 choices, 319 and 316 would be our only 2 choices for question number 1. So on that line, you're going to write 319, 316, and you're going to color in 2 little segments. Okay, now let's look at number 2. It says use the digits 1, 2, 6, and 7. Write all the numbers you can that round to 200 when rounded to the nearest hundred. All right, what pops out at you? 200. So I'm going to put the 2 in the hundreds place. Can I put a 6 or a 7 in the tens place? No, because if I put the 6 there, that's going to round up to 300. So I know I can't have a 6 there. Can I put a 7 there? No, because that'll round up to 300. So I can't put a 7 there. So I have to have a 1. So what are some of my choices? 217 and 216. So on that line, we're going to write 217, 216, and we're going to color in 2 more segments. All right. Are there any other numbers? Can I have a 1 in the hundreds place and round up to 200? Yes. I can have 167. That would round up to 200, right? Or 162. That would round up to 200. You think of anything else? Could I have a 2 in the tens place? 127? No, because that would round down to 100, right? So that 2 doesn't work. But would the 7 work? What? 172 would round up to 200. And 176 would round up to 200. So look at that. Look at all the numbers I could write on that line and then fill in my numbers. Okay, so you're going to use the same strategies to continue with clues 3 and 4 and see if you can find over 30 numbers. Think you can do it? I bet you can, because you have a very tough math muscle, that big brain of yours. All right, have fun.